Good day, everyone, especially to our dear panelists. I'm
I'm
Catherine
Catherine
April
April
D.
D.
Fernandez.
Fernandez.
I am Alpha Roneta.
I am Apple Marie S. Daniel.
I am Maria Jesusa Dimpas.
I am Joaquim Elliptico.
My name is Krisha May Ermak.
I am Mary Faye Luis Lumarino.
I'm Divina T. Manatad,
And I'm Krishna B. Mandawi.
and we are here to present our research study entitled The Effectiveness of Friendly Customer Service as a Marketing Strategy for Commercial Meat Shops within Consolacion. And now, may I call in Miss Maria Jesusa Dimpas to discuss the rationale of the study.
The rationale of the study. Friendly customer service is essential for business success. Friendly interactions that create emotional connections with customers can increase customer satisfaction, loyalty, and positive brand perception. The efficiency of customer service is also critical. Customers value knowledgeable staff who can quickly resolve their issues. The customer service combines friendliness with competence, responsiveness, and consistency across all channels. From the ancient practices, the commercial meat industry has undergone significant transformation that influenced by historical events, technological advancement, and changing customer preferences. The meat shops have a significant role in daily living as they provide fresh quality meat that often sourced from the local farms. When a customers perceive the service quality as good, it enhances their satisfaction and reliability towards the meat shops. This study aims to assess the effectiveness of friendly customer service as a marketing strategy for commercial meat shops within Consolution Market. The strategies create brand champions by spreading the positive word of mouth about the shop. They also want to know if friendly customer service is enough of a marketing strategy to make the customers influenced by them. So now, may I call in Ms. Eliza Araneta to discuss the next topic.
Next is a statement of the problem. So we conduct this study to know if it is really effective to use friendly customer service as a marketing strategy for commercial meat shops in order to gain customer satisfaction. So we, the researchers, came up with these possible questions to answer and make clarification the possible outcome or solutions from the research we conduct. So the first question is, we wanted to know the demographic profile of customers in which it will reveal their age, income, if they can earn 100,000 annually or less than 100,000, and educational attainment if they're a college graduate, high school graduate, and an elementary graduate. Second, and next slide please. Second is the level of customer satisfaction of commercial meat shop customers in terms of the relation to the customers, the efficiency of the service, and the quality of the products. Next slide, please. And the third is the perception of employees in terms of employee loyalty, employee productivity, and service quality. And lastly is, based on the findings, what marketing strategy can be proposed. And may I call in the next researcher present the next topic.
So, next is the conceptual framework. Our study uses two theories, which are customer service theory and service profit chain theory. But before that, I would like to explain the law that is involved in our study. This is the Republic Act 9295, which is the Meat Inspection Code of the Philippines. This law aims to strengthen the country's meat inspection and assure safety and quality for human consumption, both domestic and international markets. It is established to govern the flow of food, animals, meat products, and ensure their proper preservation and inspection. This relates to our study, which focuses on the commercial meat shops and the effectiveness of friendly customer service. Now, for the theory, we anchored our study on customer service theory and service profit chain theory. In Customer Service Theory by Adam Smith, year 1776, updated by Nicola Marco, and the year 2018, it is stated that customer service is the very foundation of the concept of competition. It is about attracting customers and keeping them with your business. This theory also emphasizes that in order for the firm to succeed, then it has to meet the customer's need. In relation to our study, we mainly focus on finding out whether friendly customer service is effective as a marketing strategy, specifically in commercial meat shops. So the second theory is the service profit chain theory. The service profit chain theory, as described by Hesketh, Jones, and Loveman in the year 2008, shows that there is a direct connection between three important business metrics: the employee satisfaction, customer satisfaction, and financial performance. Employee satisfaction is critical because it affects how well employees perform their jobs, which in turn impacts the quality of service they provide to customers. This quality of service is measured by five dimensions: reliability, responsiveness, assurance, empathy, and tangibles. When employees are satisfied, they are more likely to deliver high quality service, which builds trust and satisfaction with customers. This leads to customer loyalty, which means that customers will continue to do business with the company and recommend it to others. Customer loyalty is important because it drives revenue growth and profitability. When customers are loyal, they are more likely to make repeat purchases and become loyal for the brand. So next is the output of our study. The output of our study is the marketing strategy training workshop. We expect to come up with training workshop or we're able to find out if friendly customer service is really effective. As a marketing strategy, this output is what we expect to make. A friendly customer service as a marketing strategy is a crucial for commercial meat shop as it leads to increased customer satisfaction, loyalty, and positive word of mouth. This in turn results in repeat purchases, long-term business growth, and a competitive edge. By prioritizing customer service, businesses can develop strong relationships with customers, encourage positive feedback, and foster a culture of appreciation. Providing a workshop to employee and staff in order to them to be satisfied in their jobs so that they will be able to deliver a high quality service to customers. That's all for the conceptual framework of our study. Now let me call in Ms. Krisha Ermak to discuss the presentation of data and interpretation.
Yes, so us researchers present, analyze, and interpret the data gathered from the respondents to answer the research question in a form of tables as a result of statistical treatment. So each table is introduced by a research question from the statement of the problem. So the data were presented in a tabulated form to be able to show the result in a more understandable way. So next please. So here in the table 1.1, the gender of the customers in commercial meat shops, we all can see that the majority of the respondents are female with a percentage of 55%, while the male have a 45%, which is lesser than the female. So next please. In the table 1.2, the age of the customers in commercial meat shops, the majority of the respondents are between 26 to 35 years old with a percentage of 35%, while the lowest age of the respondents are 55 years old and above with two respondents in a form of 10%. So next please. In table 1.3, it is shown the annual income of the customers in commercial meat shops, which only revolves around less than 100% and 100% to 250, 100,000 pesos and 100,000 pesos to 250,000 pesos. So the majority of the respondents have a annual income of less than 100,000 pesos with a percentage of 70%, while the other respondents only have 30% in between 100,000 pesos and 250,000 pesos income annually. Please next. So in the table 1.4, which is the educational attainment of customers in commercial meat shops, we can all see that majority of the respondents are in high school level or high school graduate with a percentage of 60, while both elementary level and college level or graduate have 20% of the response. Please next. In terms of customer relations, we have um, 5 questions. First is the friendliness of the staff at the commercial meat shop. So 60% of the respondents are strongly satisfied, which is the majority of the response, while 15% are in neutral. While in the approachability of the staff at the commercial meat shop, we can see that 50% of the majority answered strongly satisfied, and 5% of the 5% of the response are in dissatisfied. Next is the responsiveness of the staff at the commercial meat shop to customer needs and inquiries. The majority of the answers are in strongly satisfied again with a 45%, and we can see that both neutral and dissatisfied has 10% of the response. Next is the ability of the staff at the commercial meat shop to resolve customer concerns or issues effectively. We can see that both strongly satisfied and satisfied has the 40% of the response, while dissatisfied has the lowest response, which is the 5%. Next is the staff at the commercial meat shop actively engages in building a positive and personalized customer experience. Here is in the satisfied, we have the majority, which is the 55%, while the 10% are in the neutral. So we can see that in the strongly dissatisfied, we have no response. So next, please. In terms of service efficiency, again, we have gathered 5 questions. So in the promptness and efficiency of the service provided by the staff at the commercial meat shop, we have the majority of the response in the strongly satisfied with 50% and 10% in the neutral. Next is the wait time at the meat shop. In terms of minimal waiting times, we have a majority in the satisfied, which is 50%, and we have 10% of the response in the neutral. And the knowledge and helpfulness of the staff in providing quick and effective assistance, we have a 50% of the response in the strongly satisfied again, and 5% for the lowest response in the neutral. And in the extent to which the staff values your time and strives to provide timely service, we both have the 50% on the strongly satisfied and satisfied, and no answer for the neutral, dissatisfied, and strongly dissatisfied. Next is the overall satisfaction with the service efficiency at the commercial meat shop. In the overall response, the majority is 50% in the strongly satisfied, and the lowest response is in the neutral, which has 15%. Please next. In the product quality, again, we have 5 questions. So first, the quality of the meat products offered at the commercial meat shop. We can clearly see that the majority is under strongly satisfied with 60%, and the lesser response is in the neutral, which has 10%. And in terms of the freshness of the meat products, we have the majority again under strongly satisfied with 55% and 10% under neutral. So next is the overall taste and flavor of the meat products. We have the majority in the strongly satisfied with 55%, and under neutral we have 10%, which is lesser, the least response. So next is the variety and range of meat options available. We have again in the strongly satisfied the majority of the response, which has 50%, and in the neutral we have 5%. Lastly, the consistency of the product quality over time. We have again under strongly satisfied the majority with a 50%, and the least answer has in neutral, which is 10%. Now, may I call in Miss Lumaino to further discuss the other interpretation?
So let's proceed to the perception of the owner or manager in connection with employee loyalty within their commercial meat shop. So it presents how they perceive the employee loyalty, how it was fostered among the employees, and the primary factors that influence employee loyalty within their commercial meat shop. So first, we have perception of employee loyalty within the commercial meat shop. So owner or manager one perceive that their employees are loyal enough since they've been working there for a long time. Owner manager two have feedback sessions to look at this matter, where the manager asks for the employee satisfaction and such. Second is that they have this bond in the workplace due to them working for long. Second, strategies or efforts employed to foster loyalty among employees. Owner or manager one mentioned about communication. They listen to the concerns of their employees and by being attentive and validating their feelings. Owner manager two mentioned some strategies like positive environment, teamwork, promptness, and fairness when addressing issue, and also to involve employees in decision making like asking for suggestions and opinions. Third, growth and development opportunities among employees. Owner Manager 1 perceived that there is since employees are able to withstand such work. Second is that the specific bond with their employees but with boundaries. Owner and Manager 2 perceived yes, since there's room for improvement when it comes to providing high quality service. The manager is also willing to lend a hand if the employees need something, and aside from all of that, the employees have each other's back. Fourth, factors that influence employee loyalty within the commercial meat shop. Owner or manager one perceive that it's the absence of toxicity and relationship among the top employees in the workplace. Owner manager two perceive that it's fairness and transparency when it comes to giving opportunities and resolving conflicts. Next is that the rewards and recognitions to show appreciation to the employees. Fifth, which is the last one, satisfaction of employees with their jobs and the overall organization. Owner Manager 1 believes that the employees are satisfied and rated 9 to 10. Owner Manager 2 believes that it's between 8 or 9 since the employees are compensated enough, but there are times that they had to do more than they have to. Next, please. The perception of owner manager in connection with employee productivity within their commercial meat shop. So this section provides the perception of the owners or managers in connection with employee productivity. It presents the strategies that boost employee productivity, the substantial obstacles or barriers that hinders their productivity, and lastly, the impact of integration of technology and employee productivity. So first, we have motivation of employees to be productive in their respective jobs. Owner Manager 1 perceived that it was the passion of the employees to work due to them having honed their skills in this job. Owner Manager 2 perceived that the fair wages along with benefits, for instance, some portions of leftover meats are given to the employees when it's scheduled beyond date. Next is substantial obstacles or barriers to employee productivity. Owner Manager 1 perceives that it's the attitude of customers which are being unreasonable, but um, the manager tend to give them a little bit of scolding if they did those because customer service is important. Owner manager too perceives that the employees do complain having to deal with these unreasonable customers, especially new customers who have no idea what's the difference between commercial meat shop and public meat shops and simply compares the prices. But aside from what I mentioned, there's nothing really much going on in the second meat shop. Third, strategies that boost employee productivity. Owner manager one always check on the employees and raise the salaries once in a while. For instance, they add a certain amount for every year or certain months. It usually depends um, to give them something to look forward to. Owner or manager 2 mentioned that it's about showing your appreciation to the employees. So employees that have been working for some time in that shop have higher salaries than the one who just started recently, since it's just fair for everyone. Then next is that there are also times that they get to bring home the leftover meats that I mentioned earlier, when the manager is feeling generous and also to reward them with some portions. Fourth one is ensure integration of technology in the productivity of the employees. Owner and Manager 1 perceive that it's easy to work with the presence of technology, since heavy things wouldn't be much of a burden because of the technology. Owner Manager 2 perceive that technology can automate repetitive tasks such as inventory management, data entry, and etc. It gives them the idea of what the customers prefer to when taking orders, and the employees don't need to manually count what's been sold for the days, which give them less work. Lastly, ensuring the well-being and satisfaction of the employees. Owner Manager 1, as mentioned before, it is the communication and the raising of salary that will give the employees the reason to be productive. Owner Manager 2 believes that by maintaining open and transparent connection within the workplace, um, the manager is willing to be approached whenever there are concerns and suggestions to further better the meat shop. And since there are plenty of workers assigned in the meat shop, they don't have to be loaded with work whenever there's a lot of customers, and they can also take a break if there are none. Next slide, please. So the perception of the owner manager in connection with service quality within their commercial meat shop. So this section provides a perception of the owner's managers in connection with service quality. It assesses the role of employees in delivering high quality service to customers and its impact in ensuring customer satisfaction and loyalty. So first, we have role of employees in delivering high quality service to customers. Owner Manager 1 perceived that the role of employees are giving high quality service. It's important since they're always the one who faces the customer every single day, and that they are the first-hand experience of the customers. Owner Manager 2 perceived that employees have to be knowledgeable about different types of meat, cuts, and preparation methods in case the customers wants to know their opinion and recommendations about based on their cooking needs. Second is that they should be available to assist customers to answer their questions and offer guidance. Lastly is that they also need to be approachable, friendly, to build positive relationship with the customers. Second, employees of service quality in ensuring quality satisfaction and loyalty. Owner Manager 1 perceived that it's important since customer service is one of the reasons why customers come back or have their satisfaction, which resulted to repeat customers. Owner Manager 2 perceives that high service quality leads to great customer satisfaction. When customers receive excellent service, they are more likely to have a positive shopping experience. They're also aware that satisfied customers are more likely to recommend it to others, to their friends, so they also put that into consideration when providing services. Third, contribution of employees, feedback to the improvement or of service quality. Owner Manager 1 perceive that their feedback is good as customer service and quality, since they'll know what things to improve and to do better by knowing feedback, and also to let customers that they hear them and they're willing to improve things that are needed. Owner Manager 2 perceive that the valued feedback of the employees, since they are on the front lines and the customer interactions. It can also lead to improvements such as customer pain points, inefficiencies in operations, and product issues. So they tend to focus on specific areas that require attention and to take appropriate measures to address them. Fourth, methods to inspire employees to consistently provide high quality service. Owner Manager 1, as mentioned, before, communication and raising of salaries, also rewards and recognitions for their hard work are the methods to inspire employees. Owner manager 2 believes that aside from what they mentioned earlier, they also clear regarding service quality to their employees. It's also by providing specific guidelines, standards, and goals to work towards. And lastly, it should be paired with rewards to show them that their hard work are being recognized. Last, instances where employees might not meet the desired service and quality. So, Owner Manager 1 stated that first is to apologize and think about the remedies that can be applied in certain situation. Owner Manager 2 perceived that it's natural for employees to not meet the standards, and so this simply encourage them to do better next time. And lastly is that by telling them that they can make it up to the customers by providing better service next time, and to apologize also for the inconveniences. So may I call in Miss Kate Marin Fernandez to present summary of findings.
So, for the summary of the findings, based on the data analysis, the study revealed the findings of the level of customer satisfactions in terms of customer relations, service efficiency, product quality, and as well as the perceptions of owners and managers in terms of employee loyalty, employee productivity, and service quality. So, first, the level of customer satisfactions in terms of customer relations. So the survey findings regarding customer relations at the commercial meat shop shows that the majority of the respondents from 40% to 60% were strongly satisfied with the staff friendliness, approachability, responsiveness, problem resolution ability, and active engagement of the staff. So overall findings shows that 47% of the respondents were strongly satisfied with their interaction at the commercial meat shops, which reflects a high level of positive feedback regarding their interactions with the staff at the commercial meat shop. And next is the level of customer satisfactions in terms of service efficiency. So the survey findings regarding service efficiency at the commercial meat shop shows that the majority of the respondents from 40% to 50% were strongly satisfied with a promptness, minimal wait times, stop knowledge, and helpfulness and overall service efficiency. So the overall finding shows that 50% of the respondents were strongly satisfied with the promptness and effectiveness of the service provided by the staff, which reflect a commendable standard of timeliness and efficiency in the customer service at a commercial meat shop. And for the level of customer satisfactions in terms of product quality, the survey findings regarding product quality at the commercial meat shops shows that the majority of the respondents from 50% to 60% were strongly satisfied with the quality, freshness, taste, variety, and consistency of the meat products offered. So, the overall finding shows that 50% of the respondents were strongly satisfied with the quality of the meat products at the commercial meat shops, which reflect a high level of positive feedback concerning the quality of the meat products and the overall customer service at the commercial meat shops. And now let's proceed to the perceptions of owners or managers in terms of employee loyalty. So when it comes to employee loyalty, owners or managers view their employees as a loyal primarily due to their commitment over time and effective communication within the team. And the efforts to nurture loyalty includes addressing employee concerns, providing growth opportunities, and maintaining boundaries. And for the perceptions of owners or managers in terms of employee productivity, it shows that the motivation in the commercial meat shop was driven by the passion and dedications of the employees. So that strategies such as regular check-ins, salary raises, and technology integrations are employed to enhance efficiency. So the challenges includes managing a high volume of customers and difficult situation, which technology helps simplify processes and prevent meat spoilage. So balancing productivity and employee well-being is achieved through open communication, occasional salary raises, and technology integration. And lastly, the perception of owners or managers in terms of service quality. So regarding the service quality, owners or managers recognize the vital role of their employees in in delivering high quality service through customers interaction, training, and relationship building. So service quality is a paramount for customer satisfaction and loyalty, complementing the importance of product quality. So the owners or managers highly valued the employee feedback because it enhanced the service quality with strategies like communication and salary raises serving as a motivators for them to deliver a top-notch service. So service quality issues are promptly addressed through apologies, feedback mechanism, and corrective actions aligned with the company standards. So that's all for the summary of the findings. And now may I call in Mr. Joaquim Elliptico to discuss the conclusion and recommendation.
Okay. For the conclusion, the research findings indicate that having friendly customer service serves as a successful marketing strategy for the commercial meat shop in Consolacion. So, customer express high satisfaction level and regarding service, quality, product, variety, and the approachability of the staff. The owners and managers play a crucial role in motivating employees, boosting productivity, and maintaining high serve quality standards. Prioritizing customer satisfaction, efficient service, product quality, and employee engagement are essential factors contributing to the commercial meat shop's success in Consolation. So next slide please. So recommendation, first bullet, which is continuous training and development. So implement regular training programs to further enhance staff customer service skills, ensuring that they are equipped by the knowledge and tool to provide exceptional service to customers. This can be include customers communication, training, problem solving skills, and conflict resolution strategies. So next slide, which is employee recognition and incentives. So recognize and reward employees and constantly deliver outstanding customer incentives, customer focused behaviors, and performance to motivate staff to continue providing excellent service. This can be include performance based on bonuses, employee to the month recognition, or other form of reward. So third bullet, which is technology integration. So explore the integration of technology, solution of streamline serves process, enhance efficiency, and improve the overall customer experiences. This can be improved investing in point of sale system, customer relationship management software, or online ordering platforms to optimize operation and meet customer needs more efficiently. So last bullet, which is feedback mechanism. So develop a feedback system to gather input from both customer and employees on their experiences and suggestions for improvement. Actively listen to feedback to identify areas for service enhancement and operational improvement. So may I call in Krishnabi Mandawi.
Next is the output of the study. Next slide, please. So the output of our study is an effective marketing strategy that refers to friendly customer service in a commercial meat shop in a public market in Consolacion, Cebu. This study is intended to enlighten the effectiveness of our marketing strategy for a commercial meat shop as it has a profound impact on customer satisfaction and loyalty. Studies consistently show that customers who experience warm and empathetic interactions with customer service are more likely to develop positive perceptions and experiences. This type of service builds a positive relationship which encourages customers to come back and make additional purchases, which can greatly improve the reputation of the commercial meat shop. Next slide, please. And implementing the marketing strategy, we propose a training workshop action plan. Rationale. And implementing this marketing strategy, a proposed training workshop action plan is applied. Setting the right marketing strategy for customer service is essential. A strategic approach to customer service ensures that interactions with customers are consistent, efficient, and aligned with the brand's values and promises. This consistency helps in building trust and a positive reputation, making customers feel valued and understood. This not only helps in resolving issues promptly, but also in anticipating customer needs and exceeding their expectations. And for the description, the proposed measures are based on data gathered from studies conclusion to identify the effectiveness of friendly customer service in the meat shop within the Consolacion public market. Next slide, please. Objectives. Upon implementing customer service as a marketing strategy, it aims to achieve several key objectives. First, enhancing customer satisfaction. Second, building customer loyalty. Third, improving customer retention. Fourth, improving employee morale and productivity. And last is encouraging customer feedback and innovation. Next slide, please. And for the scheme of implementation. The proposed training workshop action plan shall follow a series of steps towards the successful implementation. The following are schemes of implementation. First, running. To ensure the concentration of the scheme's objectives, the following courses of action will be implemented. First, after finding that the research is accurate, the employer will call a meeting for their employees where the researchers will discuss their research findings. Second, the researchers will offer a training strategy that can enhance their skills on how to deal with the customers efficiently. Third is upon approval. The researchers will formally implement the activities in the plan through on training the employees of the commercial meat shop in public market Consolacion, Cebu. Next slide, organizing. The researchers suggest a thorough review of the training plan, guarantees full collaboration with trainers, and provides training methods for the training plan to be successfully implemented. These are the following training methods and trainers which are recommended to be organized for the implementation of customer service marketing strategies and commercial meat shops within the public market and Consolacion, Cebu. These are the trainers. We have the internal experts. Internal experts typically refer to individuals within an organization who possess specialized knowledge, skills, or experience relevant to the operations, goals, or core activities of that organization. First is the customer service manager. They oversees the customer service team, develops service policies, and ensures high standards of customer care. Second, senior customer service representatives. It is an experienced frontline staff who handle complex customer issues and mentor junior team members. Third is the customer experience specialist. They focuses on improving the overall customer journey by analyzing feedback and identifying pain points. The fourth one is the training and development coordinator. They are responsible for designs and delivers training programs for customer service staff, ensuring they have the necessary skills and knowledge. And the last trainer is customer service trainers. They deliver training sessions, workshops, and ongoing education for customer service representatives. And these are the following training methods. The first one is the interactive workshops. It is a kind of training which engage participants with role playing and group discussions. These workshops often involve group exercises, brainstorming sessions, role playing, and other interactive techniques to encourage participation and foster learning, share ideas, and solve problems together. Second is the presentations and lectures. It provides theoretical background and key insights. The presentations tend to be more visually oriented and interactive, whereas are typically more in-depth and focus on the speaker's delivery of content. And the third one is hands-on activities. It's all about practicing new skills in a simulated environment. They encourage participants to apply knowledge, experiment with ideas, and develop practical skills by doing rather than just observing or listening. Hands-on activities are particularly effective in promoting deeper understanding, critical thinking, and skill development among participants. Now, may I call in Miss Apple Daniel to continue to discuss the next topic.
So next is funding. First is training materials. We give 500 budget per employees. We times it to 6 since there are 6 employees per meat shop equals to 3,000 pesos. So we times it by 2 meat shop so equals to 600 pesos, 6,000 pesos. Next is trainer fees. Based on pay scale, the monthly salary for marketing trainers is 27,000 to 37,000 per month. And let's say we have 8 days of training every Sunday for 2 months. So get let's get the average 27,000 to 37,000 per month is the average is 31,000 per month. So 31,000 divided by 30 days is equals to 1,000 pesos. I run it off to 1,000 pesos. So I will times it to 8 days. Since there are 8 days of training, is equals to 8,000 pesos. So next is revenue rental. We estimated that the revenue cost per day is 10,000 pesos. So 10,000 times 8 days is equals to 80,000 pesos. So next is technology and equipment. So we estimated that it will cost 5,000 pesos per day when we rent um, technology and equipment. So 5 5,000 pesos times 8 days is equals to 40,000 pesos. Next is participants and amenities. We give 500 budget per employees times 6. So because there are 6 employees, so 3,000 pesos, then times it by 2 each shop, it is equals to 6,000 pesos. So 6,000 pesos times 8 days is equals to 48,000 pesos. So next is travel and accommodation. Let's say that rental transportation is one five per day. So we times it to 8 days, so equals to 12 12,000 pesos. So there is also other expenses in case of um, expenses that we don't predict. So next is implementation mechanics. So these are the skills that they will get when after training. First is customer service excellence workshop. So training workshops, the training workshop will focus on enhancing customer service skills and strategies to promote customer-centric approach. Participants will learn effective communication techniques, conflict resolution, and importance of creating positive customer experience. So next is marketing strategy training. The workshop will cover various marketing strategies tailored to the meat shop industry. Participants will gain insights into brand positioning, promotional techniques, customer engagement through digital platforms, and the importance of marketing research in developing effective marketing campaigns. So number three is product quality enhancement. Participants will receive training on maintaining high product quality standards, ensuring freshness and variety and consistency in in meat products. Emphasizing will be placed on the significance of the product quality in enhancing customer satisfaction and loyalty. So number four is employee engagement training. The workshop will address the importance of employee engagement in delivering exceptional customer service. Participants will learn about motivation, needs, team collaboration, and the role of staff morale in creating a positive work environment that translates into improved customer experiences. Number five is customer feedback management. So training will be provided on effectively managing and utilizing customer feedback to drive business improvements. Participants will understand the value of customer insights, feedback analysis, and implementing changes based on customer suggestions for continuous enhanced service delivery. So that's all for our
So that's all for our presentation. Thank you.